Hi, this is Aaron from the Jam Station with a breakdown of lick of the week number 6. This G minor lick uses triplets, our A-shaped minor blues scale, a minor 7th arpeggio using rhythmic displacement, and we've also thrown in a quick non-pentatonic note and some legato, so plenty going on. Here it is. The tab for this lick is available on our Patreon page, which you can find via the link below in the description. And while you're here, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, click the bell. Every like or follow really does help us grow this project, so thank you. So the A-shaped minor pentatonic scale. Lots of students get very confident soloing with our standard E-shaped pentatonic, but then find it more difficult to spread out and get comfortable in other areas of the neck. The A-shaped scale is a great place to start if you're looking to experiment with less familiar areas of the neck. So here it is in G, fret 10 of the A string. Try to imagine it fitting over the top of an A-shaped G minor or minor 7 bar chord. Here we go. As I'm sure many of you know, to play our minor blues scale, we add a diminished 5th to our minor pentatonic scale. This is marked on the tab as exercise B. Okay, here it is. Okay, on to the lick. So after a couple of opening sextuplets, the lick is played almost exclusively with 8th note triplets. So we're counting 3 notes per beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a, etc. Okay, get the foot going on the beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now we're going to come back to the sextuplets on beat 2. We're going to start with beat 3 and the descending blues scale run on beats 3 and 4. Let's pick it first of all from fret 12, coming down 10, onto the D string, 12, 11, 10, onto the A string, 13, 10. So that's just a descending blues scale. Then check the tab to see where the pull-offs are. So the pull-offs are 12 to 10 on the G string, and then 11 to 10 on the D string. Okay, let's play that with triplets. Okay, so it's going to be 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and a 1. One more time, 4 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So far, so good. Now before we hit beat 3, you'll notice there are 2 notes played on the B string on the 3rd triplet of beat 2. So what that means is our triplet is 2 and a. So we're coming in on the okay, the 3rd of those 3 notes. So we're going to count 2 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a. Now at the moment I'm only playing the first of those 2 notes. Once you're comfortably placing that note, let's try this to the metronome. Here it is at 60 BPM. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So as I said, these are actually sextuplets, so we're counting that as 6 notes per beat. Okay, this is usually pretty fast at any tempi, so therefore, like I said, place the first note first, and then we add the second note with a pull-off. So the pull-off is going to be from 11 to 10, and then I'm going to squeeze that note in between the 2 notes I've just been playing. Again to the click, 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and a, once more, 2. You'll notice that the note at fret 10, A, is outside of our pentatonic scale, okay? It's actually the 9th. It's a really nice sound. We find the 9th in the Dorian mode, we find the 9th in the Aeolian. Although I would suggest we don't think of playing in Dorian for that particular moment. You know, we're simply adding a note, a non-pentatonic note to our lick to add some colour. And you get very good at that with practice. So we played all of bar 1 there, including the little pull-off at the start. Let's move on to bar 2. Bar 2 is a bit more interesting as we're using an arpeggio and some rhythmic displacement. I'm going to briefly show you the arpeggio and then I'm going to explain what rhythmic displacement is for those who haven't come across it before. If you're already familiar with the arpeggio and the concept of rhythmic displacement, then please use the chapters down below and skip forward to continue the rest of the lick. If you're curious, would you like to know more, then just stay with me, obviously. So an A-shaped G minor arpeggio. This is shown in the tab as exercise C. I strongly suggest you get this arpeggio under your fingers first, rather than try and copy this portion of the lick. It will make much more sense of it. In a minor 7th arpeggio, we follow the pattern of root, minor 3rd, 5th, minor 7. Okay? We follow exactly the same pattern in the 2nd octave, root, minor 3rd, 5th, minor 7. I would memorise an arpeggio like this with bursts just over 1 octave. So here's the low octave. Get it under your fingers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. Let's do the 2nd octave. 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. Let's put the 2 octaves together for a full 2 octave arpeggio. Let's loop it. So that is our A-shaped minor 7 arpeggio. Feel free to move it around the neck. Now, rhythmic displacement. Rhythmic displacement involves taking a phrase or a motif of a certain number of notes and superimposing it over a rhythm of a different number of notes so that the phrase moves across the beat. Kind of like the groove is shifting as you're playing it. This is a cool device for creating tension in your riffs or solos. To illustrate this, I've put 2 short excerpts, D and E, into the tab. Exercise D is a 3-note phrase played as triplets, so 3 against 3. Therefore, it's not displaced, and there's no real tension. So we're playing 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's put the click on. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... So you'll see that the lick always starts at the same part of the beat. It's not that interesting. In exercise E, I'm going to take the same 3 notes, 10, 11, 12, but now count them as 16th notes, so 3 against 4. Listen to the effect when I play against the same click at 60 BPM. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. Every time you hear the click, a different note is landing on the beat, the groove is shifting, and it's immediately far more interesting to listen to. So we're going to use this concept in our lick now. In exercise F, we're playing our minor 7 arpeggio as diatonic fifths. That means we're playing the first note, G, we're skipping the minor 3rd and going straight to the 5th, D. You come back to the 3rd, skip the 5th, go up to the 7th. Okay, you basically ascend through the full arpeggio, skip a note, come back, skip a note, come back down. This is far easier to see written in pairs of notes. So you'll see exercise F, there are 2 notes per bar. Okay, and I'm going to play these pairs slowly. You'll notice that I've put double bar lines every 2 bars as suggested phrases to pick and memorise. So here are bars 1 and 2 of exercise F. It's 10 on the A, 12 on the D. And then 13 on the A, skip up to 10 on the G. Okay, so we're... Take it off the page as soon as you can, so that you're not reading the tab. Right, bars 3 and 4, we're doing 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 10 on the G, 11 on the B. Okay, now you'll see I'm going to roll from 12 to 12. Don't use 2 different fingers, don't jump the finger, you're going to roll. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, hello? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all down picks. Let's alternate pick it. Okay, little bursts there. Let's join bars 1 and 2 to bars 3 and 4. 3 and 4 and. Bars 5 and 6 of exercise F. The root note G, up to the 5th, come back down to 13 on the B string, finish with the 7th at fret 13. So 12, 10, 11, 13. Okay, again, memorise it, take it off the page. Okay, now I'm going to join all of those together. Before we now look at the rhythmic displacement of this arpeggio, you really want to be able to play that full arpeggio in exercise F cleanly, okay? Take your time to get that right. It will really help you understand the lick moving forward. So to displace the phrase, which is essentially pairs of notes as we've just seen, we're going to play it as triplets. So a 2 against 3 feel. Again, I'm going to demonstrate that with a metronome so that you can really hear where the beat is falling. It's going to fall across the beat. So the first beat, I'm now back in A, the main lick, and I'm looking at the second bar. Beat 1 of that is 10, 12, and 13. Let's put the click on. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2 and now let's loop it. Beat 2 is 10, 12 and roll onto the G string. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and loop it. That's it. Let's join beats 1 and 2 together. 3 and 4 and 3, 4. Once more and 3 and good. Beat 3, 10 on the G, 11, 12. 4 and 4 and beat 4, the final one of the bar, it's going to be 10, 11 and 13. Using my little finger now. 3 and 4 and let's loop it. 3 and 4 and you get the idea. Let's join 3 and 4 together briefly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once more. 2 and okay, we've got 2 pairs of beats. We now need to join this together until the full bar. You'll notice at the end we're actually sliding from 13 into a third bar back to the root note G. So we're starting on a G, we're moving through a G, and we're finishing on a G. I'm going to slide into 15 from 13 on my little finger, okay, on my pinky. So let's click back on. We go 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and now just a note on that, if you can play exercise F cleanly and you've memorised the pairs, don't panic if it's not easy to then play the full bar as in bar 2 of the lick, because rhythmically displacing that is not immediately easy. Okay, so you may just need to slow it down and work on it with the click. It will come, and it will be worth the effort as well. So the full lick. After all that work on bar 2, rhythmic displacement, you may need to quickly re-familiarise yourself with bar 1. No problem there. But now let me play the whole lick for you to the click. I'm doing this at 60. Remember to go at your own tempo. If 60 is too fast, slow it down. If 60 is too slow, crank it up a little bit. 1 and 2 and okay. I'm going to finish off by demonstrating the full phrase to a couple of our backing tracks so that you can hear it in a couple of different tempi and contexts. It really does sound cool in a range of blues and rock styles. The first track is our BB Blues in B minor, which was released only a couple of weeks ago. Okay, you need to move the scale to either fret 2 as B minor, or if you want to be a bit more squealy, move up to fret 14. Okay, let's try that. The second one I'm going to play to is our most popular track yet, the ZZ Top, a bit of a blues rocker in G minor, so back to fret 10, the transcribed key. This is a lot faster and technically challenging, but it sounds super cool, and the rhythmic displacement at that tempo really does build a lot of tension. Here we go. Right, finally an oldie in a different style. we have a jazz Latin track here in E minor. So you're going to move up to fret 7 on the A string in E. This has a great bossa nova type groove, but the lick still works well in that way. Okay, let's try that. Okay, thanks for staying with us to the end. If you've got this far, thank you. Please click like, leave us a comment, subscribe, any of those things, they're really helpful. And remember, you can download all of those exercises from our Patreon page. We have an initial $1 per month offer going on at the moment for a limited number of subscribers. If that sounds good to you, head over to patreon.com. There's a new backing track coming soon, and next week's lick of the week is going to be a hybrid phrasing B, mixing elements of the blues scale, the mixolydian. Okay, if you're looking to move outside of your normal pentatonic sounds, this would be a great lick to learn. Thanks a lot, see you soon.